শেয়ার জয়েন করেছো? সৌভিক, ওকে, শুরু করবো এখন? Okay. আচ্ছা, one thing, somebody of you might be using laptop. Anybody who is using a laptop? Hello? Nobody is using laptop? Okay, সৌভিক, আচ্ছা, তো স্ক্রিনশটটা তুমি ল্যাপটপ থেকে নিও তো, তাতে টোটাল নামটা না থাকলেও চলবে, কিন্তু তাদের ডেটটা পাওয়া যায়। হ্যাঁ, yesterday we had a meeting with the faculty members, other faculty members. So mainly it was discussed that if I take the screenshot from the laptop or desktop, I'll be getting the date also, which is important. That is for the class, happening of the class on the particular date. Okay, and and as usually as we have taken for showing the number of participants, that can be taken from the mobile. So I require two screenshots. Okay. Okay. Now let us start. Sinking fund. Yesterday I have already told you, say rupees 1 crore I invest for purchasing one asset, say building. After the useful life, say after 50 years, after completion of the useful life, the remaining value will be, say, if I consider 10% of the scrap value, 10% of rupees 1 crore. So it will be remaining value, it will be just 10 lakhs. So decrease in the value of 90 lakh from my initial investment to recoup or for redemption of 90 lakh, we are using the sinking fund concept, wherein from the gross income of every year, we will be setting aside a fixed portion of income to a bank at fixed at compound rate of interest, so that after completion of the useful life of the property, the fund will accumulate to the initial cost of the property. So yesterday, this much we have learned. Now, this is a calculation, determination of sinking fund. So we will be arriving the formula. Let S equal to total amount of sinking fund required. I, annual installment of sinking fund. Small I, rate of interest expressed in decimals. In number of years, these are useful life of the property. We'll be doing one problem just after establishing the formula. In number of years, IC equal to coefficient of sinking fund so that I equal to IC into S. Yes. So our formula, this is the formula IC equal to small I divided by 1 plus I to the power n minus 1, where IC is the coefficient of sinking fund, small I is the rate of interest expressed in decimal. Decimal means if I say 8%, then it will be 8 by 100.08 in decimal. N is the number of years for which I want to accumulate my fund, annual sinking fund. Okay, that is the life of the asset. And everything has been defined. S is the requirement of sinking fund. In my case, if I invest rupees 1 crore for purchasing one building, after expiry of the useful life, there will be remaining only the scrap value. Say if I consider it is 10 lakhs, then my requirement of sinking fund will be 90 lakhs. Because 10 lakhs I will be getting by selling the scrap. So I require additional 90 lakhs to make the initial investment equal. Now, this is the formula IC equal to this, and since I have already written I equal to IC into S, so it will be SI divided by 1 plus, oh, okay, let me write again. IC into S, so IC I have already derived, SI 1 plus I to the power n minus 1. These are the two formula. I is the annual estimate sinking fund, IC is the coefficient. So this is the formula I equal to SI into SI divided by 1 plus I to the power n minus 1. So now one problem. First problem, write down. A person has purchased an old building at a cost of rupees 10 lakh. Ten lakh. On the basis that cost of land at the rate of rupees 6 lakh and cost of building at the rate of rupees 4 lakh. Consider the future life of the building structure be, which are 20 years, work out the annual sinking fund at the rate 4% of interest 4% of interest when scrap value is 10% of the cost of building structure. This is the problem. Let me repeat. A person has purchased an old building. A person has purchased an old building. So building means old building plus the required land at a cost of rupees 10 lakh. On the basis that, what is the basis? Cost of land 6 lakh, cost of building 4 lakh. Consider the future life. If the future life building is old, so future life, remaining life is only 20 years. Work out the annual sinking fund at 4% of, 4% of, you write down here, bank interest. 4% of bank interest when scrap value is 10% of the cost of the building structure. Now here, I have purchased one building with land. Cost of the land is 10 lakh. So land is having no depreciation. It is not having any fixed time life. Only the building that is having the remaining 20 years life. Okay. Have you written the problem? Solution. Our formula is, we know that in the question it is asked that you work out I, where I is equal to IC into S. Okay. So first of all, let us calculate what will be our S. Here it is written that scrap value is scrap value 10% of what? 10% of 6 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 10 lakhs, anything?
Sir, 4 lakh building.
6 lakhs of rupees, 4 lakhs. 10% of 4 lakhs. So it is coming rupees কত?
Sir, 40,000.
40,000. So requirement of sinking fund will be 4 lakh minus 40,000 rupees 3,60,000. It is clear? Vigyan,
Yes, sir.
it is clear now that my requirement is not 4 lakhs. Since I will be getting scrap value of 40,000, so my requirement of sinking fund now comes to 4 lakhs minus 40,000, 3 lakhs 60,000. Okay. ঐশিক বিশ্বাস, ঠিক আছে তো? ঐশিক বিশ্বাস, not responding. অনুষা রাজ,
Yes, sir. Understood.
okay. Next,
Sir, what is IC here? Hello.
Hello.
oh, hello, hello,
Yes.
am I
Hello. Yes,
audible?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What is IC here?
I see I am calculating. What will be the value of IC? I am asking you. They are
No, no,
calculating it.
sir. I mean, what does IC represent?
But I have mentioned yesterday, I have mentioned today also. Just now I mentioned.
Sir,
Just
it was network problem, sir.
IC is the coefficient of sinking fund.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you,
Where
sir.
I equal to IC into S. Okay. If you have not written, just write down. IC equal to coefficient of sinking fund with the, so that IC equal to coefficient of sinking fund, so that I equal to IC into S. Okay. S is the requirement of sinking fund. IC is the coefficient of sinking fund. Multiplying this, I'll be getting annual estimate of sinking fund. So,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
okay, we are calculating IC. So tell me the value of IC.
Sir,
Or
I am getting 0.033.
0.033. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I see this and S already we have calculated. So what will be the I equal to IC into S. Now tell me, Oshik Bishwas, Oshik, Arnav Modak, what is the value? I just multiplying.
Hello, sir.
Hmm.
3,60,000 into 0.33.
What is the value? Tell me.
Sir, 11
Just
other
one.
arts of you.
Arnav,
Sir, 11 880. 11.
11,880. Okay. So this is the answer. Means this is the annual installment of sinking fund. Any doubt in this problem?
Sir, I have a question.
Tell me.
Sir, if we take 0.033, it is coming 11,880. But
Okay.
if we take the exact value, like it is a big number, 0.3358 something, then it is coming 12,089.
Both are correct. Okay. Both are
Sir,
correct.
1,000 rupees difference.
Yes, both are correct.
Okay, sir.
Now it is your choice, because since you are getting the help of the calculator, you'll be having the calculator. You can simply multiply with the figure has been obtained from the calculator. But in mathematics, normally what we are doing after decimal, we can take two digits, 3 digits. So in that case, instead of writing 0.033, you can write what is the actual figure. Tell me. I see. What is the actual figure
Sir,
coming?
let me check again. 0.03358,175.
Yeah. So you
3358.
see 58. So if I take 0.034, it is coming. It is also there will be a separate value, but all are equal because it will be checked that what factor you have taken. Okay.
Okay,
Now
sir.
one thing for valuation, but for any sort of calculation, so your exact, if there is minor, say deviation, say you may consider 0.033, somebody may consider 0.034, somebody consider the entire figure. So there will be a difference in the answer. So that is immaterial. The main thing is that what is the procedure you have adopted. Okay,
Okay,
no
sir.
problem. Okay. So is the answer. Now, book value. Again, some theory, because these are required for our valuation problem. Book value. And for short notes also, it is very important. Even you will ask in the interview also that what is the difference between book value, asset value, salvage value, scrap value. So book value, it is the original investment for acquiring an asset, less depreciation for the period past. Let me explain. Say today is 29th January 2022. I am going to purchase one Sony TV at a cost of rupees, say 60,000. It is having a life of maximum 10 years. Say after 1 year, so just today when I'm going to purchase, and even after purchasing the thing, the book value of this TV is 60,000. So it has been purchased and it has been bought in my building. Now, from tomorrow, it will be depreciated, negligible amount. Normally, we are considering yearly concept of depreciation for those items which are having a considerable lifespan. And even for machines, motors, I'll be discussing during depreciation chapter. For pump, motor, generator, depreciation is being made on the basis of the working hours. Because I cannot say this pump, life of the pump is 20 years, because you can use 24 hours per day, the pump, and somebody else can use 10 hours per day. So these will be dependent upon number of hours of working. Okay. So in my case, I purchased one Sony TV right now. It is 60,000. After 1 year, say if it is depreciated by 2,000, So after 1 year means 29th January or say 28th January 2023, if depreciation is 2000, then it will be costing 58,000. So book value of the TV on that particular day 58,000, but book value of the TV right now 60,000. Another example, I purchased one old building 10 years back at a cost of rupees 40 lakhs. So that time book value was 40 lakhs. Now say if it is being depreciated 2 lakhs per year, so since it is purchased 10 years back, so today there will be 10 into 2 lakh means 20 lakh depreciation. So book value 40 minus 20 lakh. So it is mentioned here, it is the original investment. What was the original investment for this building? 40 lakhs. For acquiring an asset, building is an asset, less depreciation for the period past. How many years past? 20 years past. And in the case of that Sony TV, I was considering just after 1 year. So we must remember that book value is the present value, means original value minus depreciation. Today's value is the book value. Okay. Now next item is asset value. Often the question is being asked, differentiate between book value and asset value. Asset value, asset value, the value of the property which is recorded in the register of a local authority and used for the purpose of determining the amount of property tax. So what is this? The value of the property which is recorded in the register of a local authority and used for the purpose of determining the amount of property tax to be collected by the authority from the owner of the property. From the owner of the property. You see, say I am having a building, the same example which I have given just now. I purchased 10 years back at a cost of 40 lakhs. Now, to me, right now, after depreciation, the cost of the value should be 20 lakhs. Now, for this property, I will have to make the payment of property tax to the local authority. Local authority means, since it may be Kolkata Corporation, it may be Kolkata Municipal Corporation, it may be any corporation, even at the rural area, it may be the panchayat, the authority, the body who are collecting the property tax. Now, the government initially, say 40 years back, they used to collect the property tax on the basis of your declaration. If I declare that my asset value is 20 lakhs, they will be collecting at a certain percentage of 20 lakhs. Now, thereafter, they came to know that there are so many people who are hiding their property value. A person having a property of 1 crore is showing the property value of just 20 or 30 lakhs. Thereby, government is losing to the property tax. So they have decided, okay, what may be the value declared by the owner of the property? For calculating the property tax, government has formulated their own formula, and their persons will be calculating the property value as per that valuation, as per that formula, and that is called the asset value. To me, the valuation of my building may be 20 lakhs because I have declared. I may hide something to get a reduced amount of property tax. But if, as per government authority, the assessment value is 30 lakhs, so they will be recording in the register that the asset value is 30 lakhs, and according to that, they will be calculating the property tax. You see, even 20 or 15 years back also, I've seen during valuation so many people doing business, when we were going for assessment of the valuation of the property, ये इतना बड़ा मकान बनाया आपने इतना कम क्यों लेगा है? They used to tell us, you see, I purchased the bricks at a very low rate. The owner of the brick field, he was starving. I paid something, and he sold me the entire brick lots. Okay. Then what about you? This wooden frame, wooden doors? No, these things I got free of cost from my that relative who is doing business in the forest. So everything, whenever government authority is going to ask the owner why you are hiding the fact, since the building is coming 1 crore and you are telling it is 30 lakhs, how it is possible? So they used to tell, you see, the sand is obtained free of cost. So just I excavated the sand from the Damodar river. I make the payment for the carrying cost. So I got the sand free. So for his building, the entire thing is either at a very cheaper rate or something at a free cost. Then government decided, okay, you may construct any building at 0 paisa, but you will have to make the property tax as per the assessment value. Okay, so this is the difference. Frequently, you will be getting the question differentiate between book value, asset value. Okay. Now, next thing is the salvage value. Value of a machine or article realized on sale when its useful life is over, but it has not become useless. What is this? Say I am having a building that building I purchased 10 years back at a cost of rupees 40 lakhs. Say it is having another lifespan of 20 years. So today is 2022. If I add another 20 years, it will be 2042. It is not that on 29th January 2042, the building will collapse. Though the useful life may be, may be exhausted by the time, but building may require some repairing works, but still it may not be termed as scrap because building may last for another few years if I continue repairing. But say after expiry of the useful life, say you can extend the life for another 5, 10, 15, depending upon your degree of repairing. But after that, a certain time will come when the repairing maintenance will not be economically viable. Because every time you will finding that if you are repairing the north side wall, south side wall is becoming the cracks have developed. You are repairing the south side wall, the roof leakage has been noticed. So thereafter, in due course of time, even the wooden door frames or steel door windows, everything, they'll be rusted. And ultimately, it will be of no use, except declaring the same as junk. So now it is very much clear. The value we are considering value, book value of any property up to the period of its useful life. Now, a certain period may come when useful life may be over, but it is not becoming useless. Say in case of vehicle also, if I purchase one vehicle, one SUV just today, as per government's calculation, the maximum lifespan is 10 years. So after 10 years means in 2032, it will not become junk. It can be used. But after 20 years, definitely it will become junk. It will be of no use. So then what the value in between 2032 and 42 means just after expiry of the useful life and just before scrap value, this period, the value, what we will term it? It will be termed as salvage value. It will be less than the book value, but greater than the scrap value. If you want to sell your car after expiry of the useful life, you can ask the purchaser. You see though the age is more than 12 years, useful life was declared by the government as 10 years, but it is running condition. You see, okay, the consumption of mobile and petrol and diesel, those are high. So for a old car, you will have to accept those things because you are getting at a cheaper rate. But when it will be declared as a junk, means the four tires will be kept aside. It will be set on bricks. Only the skeleton will be there. The wheel will be gone. So that time it will be sold as a scrap value. So the people who are dealing with the scrap vehicles, only they will be interested to purchase the scrap vehicle only to convert it to other product, not to use it. So in between expiry of the life and scrap value, this in between portion, the value is called salvage value. It is value of an machine or article realized on sale when its useful life is over, but not become, but it has not become useless. Okay, but one thing in your problem, I am differentiating salvage value and scrap value. Just now, I'll be writing the scrap value, but in our problem, if we say that salvage value is 10% of the cost, we may say also the scrap value is 10%. So the salvage value and scrap value in our problem, it will be treated same. Okay. Until and unless I'm giving two different data for salvage as well as scrap value. Next is the scrap value. Value of an article realized just again I am writing. Value of an article realized on sale when it becomes absolutely useless except for sale as junk. It is also applicable to build up properties which have outlived their useful span of life. Now, scrap value is when the article or the building cannot be used at all. So that is scrap value. So what we learned right now, book value. Book value means book value when I acquire one particle, if I consider it is being purchased at the market value, means there are so many buyers, so many sellers. So the value is the book value. So book value will decrease depending upon the time, and it will be becoming to scrap value or 10% or 12%, whatever may be, scrap value or salvage value after useful life of the that article. Now, just after expiry of useful life, the article may not be declared as a junk. It may be used for certain period with proper maintenance. That period, the value may be declared as salvage value. And when it will never be used as, as a useful item, only thing is that it will have to be sold as junk. It is the value will be called scrap value. And another I have just now now another thing is that asset value that already I have explained, that the local authority, that may be panchayat, that may be corporation, that may be municipality, they will collect the property tax from you. So for collection of the property tax, they have devised their own formula, and accordingly they will assess the value in the register. The assessed value by that authority is called asset value, which may be different from book value. Okay. Now, next thing is that next topic is capitalized value. Capitalized value. It is defined as the capital amount required to be paid to receive a periodic payment in the form of net return for an indefinite period or for a specific period. Again, I am explaining. Capital value, it is defined as the capital amount required to be paid to receive a periodic payment in the form of net return for an indefinite period or for a specific period. For example, say if I invest rupees 10 lakhs, say 50 lakhs for purchasing some quantum of land, some land outskirts of Kolkata, and after purchasing, I can I can make some lease agreement with somebody else who will be using that land for his business purpose. You know, without constructing building, say for temporary, he may use the land as garage. He may use the land for storing of his materials. Okay, so in this case, I purchased land at a rupees of 50 lakhs. So 50 lakhs is the capital value because it is the amount required to be paid to receive a periodic income in the form of net return. I will be getting net return for a specific period. So if I have lease agreement with that person for a period of 10 years, I'll be getting net return for 10 years. Or if I have an agreement with somebody else who will construct building on that land for a 99 years lease or more, because he will have to invest much more money for constructing building, and thereafter he will be selling the flats. So the lease agreement should not be less for a lesser period. So in that case, I'll be receiving the net return against that land for indefinite period. You go to net return into years purchase. Capital value equal to net return into years purchase. Then what is years purchase? Write down. It is the capitalized value required to be paid once in order to receive a net annual income of rupees 1 for same indefinite period for indefinite period or for a fixed number of years. Now, capital I have just now I have defined capital value. It is a capital amount which I will invest for acquiring an asset. Against that asset, I'll be getting net income for indefinite period or definite period. If I purchase a car against rupees 20 lakhs, so 20 lakhs will be my capital value, and say the life of the car is 10 years, and say I'm receiving rupees 5 lakhs at the end of each year. So, for receiving 5 lakhs at the end of each year for a period of 10 years, my capital value is 20 lakhs. Okay. Alternative, if I purchase some land at the cost of 50 lakhs, and land may be given for a long-term lease, so, and I am receiving rupees 5 lakhs at the end of each year, so for obtaining rupees 5 lakh in the form of net return, my capitalized value is 50 lakhs. Now, years purchase, it is telling that it is same. The only difference is that in case of car, I was receiving rupees 2 lakhs every year. In case of land, I was receiving rupees 5 lakhs each year. Now it is defined, it is the amount of capital amount to be invested for receiving net annual income for rupees 1. It is for rupees 1. Because just I have told you that that capitalized value, net income into years purchase. Say years purchase, it is a capital value for obtaining rupees 1 at the end of each year. Now the problem will be like that from a building you are receiving 2 lakhs per year. Calculate the valuation. So if rupees 1 is obtained, then capital value equal to years purchase. If rupees 2, then into 2. Then if it is net income, whatever is net income, it will be year's purchase into net income. That's why capitalized value C equal to year's purchase into net income. So just I told Shobhi that today I'll be taking only one period class because that day just we were lagging behind the class schedule of section A. So right now we are going ahead. So again on Monday we'll be starting. Okay. So Shobik, have you taken the screenshot from laptop also? Okay. You send in the group or me my WhatsApp, whatever maybe. Okay. So thank you. And from the next Saturday, I believe Professor Tumpa Hazra, she will be taking her classes. She will be telling you. Okay. No problem.